So this is a no risk it, no biscuit play. But LA, in addition to being a perimeter funnel, they have given up an NFL high 7 touchdown passes with an ADOT of over 20 yards. And they also give up a very generous 15.3 yards per reception and 9 yards per target. Let me start with a couple of leans that I'll just throw out there. This is just for entertainment purposes only. But between Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, I'm going to go with Puka, because I think that Cooper Kupp has probably a better chance to see a good amount of Jalen Ramsey, essentially. So I'll go over 68.5 as a lean with Puka. And then Raheem Mostert is a weird one, over 7.5 receiving yards. You know, he's actually a decent receiver. And last week I was in on the Devon Achane prop, the receiving one. That was in our top 5. It did win, but I was highly annoyed when I saw, Raheem Mostert out there catching passes. I believe, I'm going to call that up right now, but it was annoying. That is a very, very annoying trend when, I like this tight end this week. I like the matchup for the tight end. And then, the backup tight end got it done, like Dawson Knox, although that was related to the injury. But speaking of that, they played Buffalo last week, did the Dolphins. I like the Devon Achane over the receiving yardage prop. Now, granted, he did get 8 targets. He caught it all 8, 58, and he got it done. But earlier in the game, Raheem Mostert was sitting there with 2 catches for 32 with a gain of 18. I went back and I looked. I mean, he's hit this number in all but one game. I mean, for what it's worth. I think it's like 4 out of 5, basically. The one game he didn't do it was against the Colts. The snaps were down a little bit. But not that we're getting a ton of balls here and catching a ton of balls here, but that's why it's a weird prop. He's got a game with 1 catch for 11, 2 for 32, 2 for 10, and then like a 2 for 12 or something like that. So just throwing it on out there. But the Puka Nacua prop, I think, it's a pretty good one. The problem is they are so interchangeable that for me, my brain doesn't wrap around it to where I get to a place where I'm comfortable, but to make an actual play. But hey, at least that shows that I'm doing my due diligence here. It's got to pop a little bit to me. Miami does allow the 6th fewest receiving yards to outside receivers, but they also give up the 16th most yards per route run. Marvin Harrison, which is essentially, I think, the matchup Puka is going to get, by the way. Got them for 6 grabs 2 weeks ago for 111 and a touchdown. And again, I do believe that Cooper Kupp will see a little bit more Jalen Ramsey. He's a movable chess piece, obviously, but they do play him inside a little bit. And the Dolphins are giving up the 12th fewest receiving yards per game to slot receivers. And again, some of that is Jalen Ramsey. Last week, I don't think Khalil Shakir was on Ramsey much, but maybe he was. I'm not sure, but he barely got there last week, 6 for 50. So I think I'm going to leave it alone with Cooper Kupp, and I would go over with Puka. Now, here's the prop that I will play tonight, and we must explain full disclosure. There's more risk than usual. So this is a no risk it, no biscuit play. But we are, in fact, going with Tyreek Hill. Because, when I first started thinking about this game, I had this thing where, I don't know what this week's Thursday Night Football is. Like, literally, I really don't know right now. But then I go and I look at it, and I'm like, oh, there's the matchup. And then my brain goes to work. And it sifts through everything, and then things kind of come to me. So Tyreek Hill came to me as it's a Tyreek game. As I mentioned, they have been the Rams a little bit of a perimeter funnel, so that bodes well. They have been very stingy inside. So I think they're going to look to get the ball to Tyreek outside. It is a good schematic matchup here as the Rams deploy the 5th highest rate of cover 3, and Tyreek averages a very healthy 2.6 yards per route run. As we mentioned, it was reiterated by the grinder. LA, in addition to being a perimeter funnel, they have given up an NFL high 7 touchdown passes with an ADOT of over 20 yards. And they also give up a very generous 15.3 yards per reception and 9 yards per target. So other than the wrist, I do believe that Tyreek Hill is looking very good this evening. In our last 4 specials, we have hit them all. And at plus 205, plus 285, plus 285, and plus 175. That was Mark Andrews. This week's Monday Night Special is brought to you by G-Bank, the official bank of VSiN. The G-Bank Visa Signature Card is your best bet, delivering 1% cashback rewards on eligible gaming transactions and 2% cashback rewards on all other eligible purchases. For more information, head to vsin.com/GBank. That's VSIN.com/GBank. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions apply. Well, we waited to the last possible second to pop out the Monday Night Special, and it is Tyreek Hill, 100 yards or more this evening, plus 225. There is risk, plenty of risk, but otherwise, you're welcome.
Thanks for watching, but don't let the betting insights end here. If you want an extra edge this football season, you can get a month of VSiN Pro right now, absolutely free. That means access to our betting insights, analysis, and tools like our betting splits at 0 cost to you. Click the link in the description to sign up.